Okay, it's obviously not that way. It's a treasure chest. Coins. Pickaxe and cloth. Don't want those. Down the stairs. Into the creepy door. There she is. Anything lootable in here?
Geralt?
Hey, baby.
Didn't expect to see me.
Are you kidding? The only person you expect to see in a Nilfgaardian dungeon is the executioner.
Did they torture you?
They tried various things, but they got nothing from me.
When
Don't
I
like
went
the sound of that.
flotsam with Vernon, I somehow doubted I'd find you so soon.
I know it was hard on you. I'll never forget this, you hear? Never.
I'd slaughter half the Nilfgaardian army for a friend. I know you're a member of the Lodge, Triss.
How do you know of the Lodge?
Does it matter? I also know the Lodge was behind Demiven's assassination.
Geralt,
I trust you.
Yeah, but you may want to tell me what's going on, though.
I'm a member of the Lodge. Just like 8 other sorceresses. But if you think I'm responsible for the Lodge's actions, you're badly mistaken. The Lodge is a theater for 2 actresses. Sheila and Philippa have long dominated it.
To the point where you didn't know about the murder they planned?
To the point where I was no longer invited to gatherings.
Yeah, okay.
Why?
They stopped trusting me.
Because you didn't agree with them?
9 women very rarely agree on anything. The actual problem was that
Tell me.
I was close to you. If Sheila fears anyone, it's Geralt of Rivia. The Lodge did everything to convince me that our relationship didn't bother them, even that it suited them. But they manipulated me. Through me, they fed you select information. Depending on the circumstances, they twisted facts.
Pretty smart, actually.
They're still close. They could still be doing it.
Don't insult me.
Calm down, Triss. Reynold Ep Matson claimed otherwise, but I'll always take your word over that of some Nilfgaardian lowlifes. Now, you'll tell me everything you know. I need to learn the truth.
All existing councils of mages disintegrated after the Thanad massacre. We all acted separately. Philippa decided to create a new organization, a secret one this time. When I was sworn in, it never crossed my mind that the Lodge's plans would soon become secret to its members. As you know, Philippa's not one for minor undertakings.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about this lady.
She presented a plan for creating a powerful state controlled by sorceresses.
No wonder the kings are opposing the sorceresses. Nobody likes a schemer.
Philippa and Sheila never lacked ideas or enthusiasm. To control a powerful state, they needed to create one first. Or find a wealthy land with a suitable political arrangement and an easily manipulated ruler. Sheila chose the Pontar Valley, Demavend. and
Good choice.
I'd choose the same if I were her. Demiven didn't have a network of spies anywhere near as good as Henselt's or Radovid's.
Nor could he count on the loyalty of such men as our dear Vernon Roche. At one of our meetings, I just asked how they imagined overthrowing Demavend. That was the last time I was invited. After Demavend's death, I became suspicious but had no evidence. Philippa brushed me off. When you went off to meet Yorveth and Sheila was busy with the Karen's carcass, I managed to scan parts of her megascope. That's when I learned that Sheila had dealings with Letho.
Why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to, but we never met after that. Letho must have shadowed me when I entered Sheila's room. Then he forced me to teleport us to somewhere near Vergen.
Yeah, I
Did you
remember
talk to
that.
him?
He wasn't aggressive. In Vergen, he told me that Sheila commissioned them to assassinate Demavend. Them being the Witchers of the School of the Viper. Sheila
Yeah, I
helped
remember them.
prepare the assassination.
I wonder why he told you about it.
Is that important?
Conspirators who suddenly divulge everything? I'd be suspicious.
There was some interference as we teleported to Edirn. I emerged intact, but pretty battered. I knew Philippa was in the area. I decided to go see her and lay my cards on the table.
Maybe Letho wanted just that.
I met a woman at Philippa's house. Thought she was just a servant or Philippa's lover. Before I could speak, I was overpowered by spells. I hardly expected an attack. The pain I felt as my body was compressed. It's indescribable. As if all my bones were being broken.
Sounds horrible.
It's even worse when you return to your true form.
Poor
In
Triss.
any case, Philippa had no idea her lover was a Nilfgaardian spy. I was carried as that figurine all the way to Loch Muin.
So she really was a
As
Jade
Scylla
figurine.
pressed me back just before they murdered her. Shillard interrogated me but learned nothing. If it wasn't for you, they'd have had me quartered. I didn't piece the puzzle together until I was here, in the dungeon. Now you know everything.
Ever find out what Sheila was actually doing in Flotsam? I find it hard to believe she went there just to kill a monster.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about too. Like, how'd she get
You're
involved in
right,
the first
of
place?
course. It had something to do with Letho and the Scoia'tael.
What did she want from Yorvith?
The Scoia'tael were Saskia's trump card. I expect Sheila needed to know what the elves would do, given that a war with Hensel was practically inevitable.
Interesting.
Who had Foltest assassinated?
I have no idea. Perhaps after Demavend's successful assassination, Sheila and Philippa decided to take the next step.
That would be stupid. Killing Demavend was a way to take control of the Pontar Valley. People would forget the regicide in a year, and the Lodge could put its plan in motion. They had to know that if Foltest died, men like Roach wouldn't rest until they learned why that had happened.
One thing is certain. Letho killed Foltest, and Sheila was working with Letho.
I would imagine, yeah, it's all of...
Did Saskia know
It's
the
all
Lodge's
them,
plans?
Philippa and them.
She didn't even know the Lodge existed. Philippa told her that the sorceresses would support an independent state in the Pontar Valley, no strings attached. A fairy tale, but Saskia bought it. Saskia backed Philippa, and the people backed Saskia.
Interesting.
That'll have to do for now.
We'll learn more at the talks.
You're going to attend?
You have no memory of how the world worked before the Thanid massacre.
Actually, I know exactly how it worked.
That means...
We'll talk about my memory later.
All right. If the Council and Conclave still existed, kings wouldn't be assassinated and massacres would be less frequent. This is our chance to restore these institutions, and we shouldn't miss it.
Okay.
Normalizing relations between the rulers and the mages who advise them is our only chance for
It's a
peace.
very brave stance,
And our only
Triss.
chance
It's
to
a very
dismantle
brave
the
stance.
Lodge.
The Lodge will disintegrate anyway. Once the kings learn it was behind the assassinations, they'll start a witch hunt.
Literally.
We can prevent that from happening. I'm all for punishing the guilty, but can't abide collective responsibility. I'm ready to go and reveal everything I know about Philippa Eilhart, Sheila de Tanserville, and their schemes.
Let's do it.
Let's go then.
Let's do it. All right, let's go ahead and save it real quick. Okay, she's gonna keep her distance. That's
Those Nilfgaardians, that's your world?
yes, sir.
Followed their leader too blindly.
You killed them all.
They didn't slaughter themselves.
I mean, they should have backed up, dude. Oh, I probably should. There's probably a gate I can just go through now. Lol, up the stairs probably would be smart. Zswiggs is a giant dingus. There we go. Yeah, sorry about all these Nilfgaardians, but they were kind of turds, so...
We shouldn't arrive at the same time. Let's split up.
Why not?
Triss,
Yes?
that was some mess. I wouldn't want to see you hurt like that again.
Don't worry, I'll manage. See you at the talks.
All right.
Okay. Join the deliberations. All right, so I leveled up. How many times did I level up? Did I level up 3 times just now? There's no way, right? 2,500 XP. Wow, okay. So completed that quest. Summon of Mages. Talk to Triss before entering the amphitheater. All right. Join the deliberations. New quest phase, all right. Okay. So, first things first. Yeah, I did. I leveled up 3 times. That's actually nuts. What do we got here? Because of color physical effect through signs. Your endurance traps together. Vitality plus 50. We could work towards that real quick. We got 3 of them. Sign damage plus 10. We could also do that. Make our signs cost more. I don't think I want anything down here, do I? Bomb damage could be upgraded. Potion duration. Yeah, see, I don't think I really want any of this. Yeah, see, I don't think I want any of that. Critical effects, bleeding, instant kill. I mean, I guess I could upgrade sword damage here. Vigor oh, that's vigor duration. Invincible. Maybe I do want that. Chance of instant kill. Let's do that. There we go. That's better. I like that. Okay. Let's go to the journal now. For Temeria, we helped. And he decided to find Triss, and while he was on it, he had his heart and soul. Can you imagine that he took Shallard Farage as a hostage? He hoped to trade him for the sorceress. Okay. So yeah, summon a mages. We could still do this. Let's go ahead and save it. Because we know that the next gargoyle part is by the amphitheater, but I don't have any idea how to get to the amphitheater, to be honest, so. Who just whistled? How dare you?
What do you want here?
Just gonna keep heading this direction, I guess. We didn't really explore back this far. This is where the mercenaries were that one time, but we pretty much turned around immediately after we got here. So let's save it. Let's just go straight. Let's see where this leads. Because I know there is one more runic room. Okay, we can't go that way. So I guess that leads one more place, this way right here.
Constable John Natalis.
Amphitheater.
Hard to believe. He's a general, not a politician.
Let's just stay up here and see what happens. Hey, this is the
Witcher
guy
Geralt.
from the very beginning of the
We
game.
meet again. Who would have known? I thought cats always landed on 4 paws, but I see wolves sometimes do as well. I trust you have not come to demand my surrender again.
I can't believe this guy is
And
alive.
once again don the robes of a hero. Enjoy the fame.
I don't know about robes, Arian, but something along those lines.
Well, as much as I detested Foltest, Temeria now trembles in its foundations, and I sincerely hope Natalis succeeds in salvaging it. Otherwise, the barons will tear the country into
I think it's going to
bits.
be okay. How did you escape the burning castle?
The last time we saw each other, you had locked yourself in a cellar full of oil that you had set on fire.
I grew up wandering the nooks and corners of that fortress, Witcher. I know passages even the mice have not heard of.
Well, cool.
For a long time,
Good
lot
for
of
him,
people
dude.
thought you were dead.
Well, that would make 2 of us, am I right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be in Vizima? I heard things got a bit chaotic after Foltest died. It might be a good time to try your luck, especially if you've got royal blood in the family.
Clearly, you do not understand what will happen here.
No, I really don't.
The re-establishing of the Council and Conclave is but a pretext. The North's most important rulers have come here not to reconstruct some assembly of mages, but to seal the balance of power and establish spheres of influence. Only fools and cowards have remained at home.
Okay. Sounds good, bro. Thanks for the chat. Just exploring this whole area. Just want to see what's over here. This is the only part of the map I haven't explored.
So, even the Nilfgaardians have graced us with their presence.
Oh, there's Tress.
Your
Okay, not going that
Excellency
way.
knows well that our hosts are libertines and eccentric.
Do we know,
Greetings.
Do we know these people? We don't know a lot of these people, right? Just lots of nobles and
For your
stuff?
final lesson.
Final? But
I'll have no discussion. This will be a practical object. You'll learn what a sorceress can never agree to under any circumstances.
Locked. Okay. Just some weird dudes just standing around. Locked. Lots of locked doors. Here we go. See, I knew we had more. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
They gotta stop grouping up. Gang of gargoyles. Oh my god, dude, stop it! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh god, there's more? Holy crap. Okay. 2 is much more manageable. Except if I hit one time, though, I'm dead. And I rolled right into him. One more hit. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, do we do it? Nice. All right, let's meditate real quick. Get my health back. Wait time here. Let's meditate till dawn. Perfect. And save. And this should be the last rune room.
The medallion again.
Okay. It's the last rune room. I still have that pulled up. Okay, rune on the floor to the right of the entrance near back wall. Okay, so that's this one here. Okay, rune on the floor to the left near back wall. Rune on the wall to the left. Rune on the wall to the right. We just went around the room. Beautiful. Adden death.
You hold the sword of Aramil, who defied his king's rule. The Lord of the Wild Hunt desires the gene of the Elder Blood. He seeks to fling open the gates between the worlds so that terror and destruction may reign. The King of the Hunt ordered me slain, and the wraiths born at his command assumed living form, pursuing me through the voids between the worlds for centuries. I have arrived at Loch Muin. Though tired, I know I will not rest. The riders of the hunt draw near. On my back, I can feel their deathly breath.
Well, that's intense. Okay, wow. So this is my new sword here. Inspect. 45 to 50, dude. That is beautiful. Okay, definitely gonna use and equip that one. So we are doing like a-okay right now with our weapons and stuff, which is good because that's probably it. Where's my crafting? Is it in here? Yeah, let's see what we can do. Any runes in here that I can use? Maybe that's not in crafting? It's not in alchemy, is it? I might be out of runes. I might have sold them all, thinking that I'd get more later on. It's totally possible. Yeah, enhancements, it would be in here, so I don't have any, but that's okay. That's okay. Even without stuff, I'm pretty set, so I'm fine with that. We're gonna save the game, and up we go. Okay, I think join the deliberations is where we're ready. Let's go talk to Triss, and we'll join the deliberations, and we'll see how this goes. I imagine it's not gonna go fantastic. For some reason, I feel like it's not gonna be all roses here as we approach the end of the game.
What does your excellency mean?
A truly masterful...
Yep.
We're about to witness a great event.
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's go inside.
It's now or never.
Trish, you could have cleaned the blood off your face, probably. I mean, I don't want to judge you. I mean, you did get beat to a pulp, and that's your own
In
business,
recent
but...
weeks, we have deliberated extensively in Vizima on who is to succeed to the Temerian throne.
It's King Radovid.
Because the fate of Foltest's last child remains unknown, we could not reach an agreement. Unable to reconcile the interests of the esteemed Temerian houses, we have no choice but to divide the country into provinces along the barony's current borders.
This cannot be, John Natalis. Temeria stands between Nilfgaard and the north. It must be a strong and united realm.
I, too, would wish it so, your majesty. But when Foltest was cut down by an assassin, the country's very heart burst.
I have learned that Anais La Valette is currently in the hands of the sorcerer Deathmold.
That is true.
Clearly you have yet to learn of the slaughter that occurred today in the Kedweni camp, King Radovid.
Are you kidding
Yet
me?
there is hope if the child lives. I hasten to remind you that Vernon Roche, his capture is also your responsibility. He is suspected of murdering King Henselt soon after the monarch's triumph in Bergen. As a Temerian soldier, Roche remains under your jurisdiction, Natalis.
Vernon Roche disappeared with his unit a few days after the successful siege of La Valette Castle. Should he reappear in Temeria, he shall be arrested and tried as the law prescribes.
Not good. I don't want that to happen to Roach. I probably shouldn't have let him murder the king, but the whole vest thing, king
To the
deserved it.
matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Yeah. Radovid ain't no fool, dude.
The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the northern kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanserville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
Sheila de Tanserville should never be allowed to sign this document.
Triss Merigold, you decided to join us after all.
De Tanserville has royal blood on her hands. She can't sit on the Conclave.
That is a lie.
No.
Have you anything to support these claims, Merigold?
There are witnesses who will confirm that Sheila de Tanserville was behind the assassinations of Demavend and Foltest.
Officials of the future Council and Conclave. Sheila de Tanserville should be arrested and tried. If Triss Merigold speaks the truth, Lady de Tanserville will be condemned to death.
What's going on now with the Flamin' Rose dinguses? Here they come, down the stairs, being
Gilles de
dinguses.
Tanserville. Until Triss Merigold's charges are dismissed or refuted, you cannot sit on the conclave.
Arrest her.
Oh, they're coming to arrest, okay. I'm sure she's gonna go quietly, chat.
You don't know the whole truth. Merigold doesn't know what she's talking about.
Fill us in. Here comes the dragon. I forgot about the dragon, chat. What the heck, bro? That's not good, dude.
Geralt, we're trapped. Magic's no.
Okay.
Sheila, you have.
Okay, there's a dragon. Yeah, there's a dragon.
Turn back while you can, Witcher.
No?
You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else.
Everyone tells me that, and I end up stopping them like 100% of the time.
If I have to, I will kill you.
I ain't scared of you, lady. Okay, dragon I'm a little more scared of.
How do you like my dragon?
Not a huge fan of it, to be honest. What's happening? What's happening? Did I die? I think I died. But dragons are awesome and cute? No. No. Maybe in How to Train Your Dragon, okay? Real life dragons? Not that cute. They go rawr. They do go rawr. That is a fact. That's what I get for insulting a dragon. Dude. It's a freaking dragon. I think you're biased towards dragons, alright? I'm gonna stab this dragon in its face. I just want you to know that. Like, I want you to prepare
Turn
yourself.
back while you can, Witcher.
Because I'm gonna stab this dragon in his face.
You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else.
Or hers. Don't want to assume the dragon's gender.
If I have to, I will kill you.
Like, that is some rude fire breathing. Alright?
How do you like my dragon?
Okay. Just gonna run.
Synthesis! Kill him now!
Oh, that's a name. Synthesis.
You're late. I've already managed to stabilize
Just
the
stab her,
portal.
Geralt!
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Stab her, Geralt!
Where's Letho?
Synthesis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought
It's
of
giving the
burning
castle. Yeah, it's giving it
sorceress
nice
and
windows.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand?
Letho's a baller.
The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Jeez.
He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss.
Hey.
And you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb.
Can we not do that part, though?
The dragon attacked Foltest's troops during the siege of Lavalette Castle. That hardly supports your tale.
We did not control it then. We may have lost a battle, but
That's
the
convenient.
war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
It's a likely story.
Farewell!
Bye.
Something's not right. The
Uh-oh.
diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed. I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
No?
The diamond. Remove the diamond. I'll give you anything you want. No! No!
LOL. That's what you get for threatening me with a dragon. Oh, dragon's mad!
Shit, you stink.
I'm gonna stab you right in your face, dragon. Hey, you like this dragon, huh? You like getting slashed? What's the problem? Geralt, you better know your parkour, bro. Like, should I be jumping somewhere? Oh, climb. Oh, we're going up? Oh, going up's a terrible idea, Geralt. Why would we go up? There's a dragon. Geralt, was this your idea, bro? Because this is a bad idea. There's a dragon. I'm actually kicking the dragon's butt. Oh, God, never mind. He hit me. Just quit it up. We'll be fine. Come on, dragon. Oh, it's tail. Oh, sweet mother of Christmas. Ouch. Dragon bit me. No fire breathing, dragon.
Take that.
You son of a monkey. Dragon? How you like that, dragon? Huh? My endurance? Perfect. Think you're so good at breathing fire, dragon? You want some of this, huh? bit me. Okay, I just need to do one at a time. Hit him in the face once. Roll. Hit him in the face. Roll. Oh, God. Geralt, you dropped your sword, bro. Hit him once. Roll. Hit him. Alright, one more hit, one or two more hits, he's dead. Oh. Yeah, you better run away. Oh, he ain't running away. We're doing quick time events. A. Get him, Geralt! Yeah! Hook that dragon! Oh, yeah! Oh, my God! Oh, that dragon is dead, dude!
I need healing.
Oh, my God, that dragon's dead. Oh, that was awesome, dude. Oh my God, that was awesome. Dragon's not dead yet, though. Dragon's still breathing. Kill the dragon! What the heck? Walk away! We're killing this dragon, bro! Sorry, dragon. This dragon ain't gonna, like, put a band-aid on that tree wound anyway, alright? He's dead. I'm gonna put him out of his misery. Actually, that was kind of sad. F's in the chat for the dragon. Oh god, sorry it's so loud, chat. I can't adjust the volume of the FMVs.
A list of the Lodge's sorceresses. A list of the whores who'll help us find.
Well, they were right about the witch hunt.
What's going on here?
So is Radovid just like taking over? Close doors with magic, it's immediately 10 times cooler. That's just a fact, chat. Epilogue. I don't know if it's still loud, chat. I apologize if it is. I can't control the volume of these FMVs. It just totally ignores the settings. It goes full blast. Okay, good. Trist's still alive. Thank God.
Are you all right?
More or less.
And the dragon?
I had to kill it, unfortunately.
Why is it unfortunate?
Unfortunately?
Philippa enslaved the dragon with her magic. If I'd let it live, we'd surely find it serving the Lodge of Sorceresses. many more would have died.
Yeah, see?
Before the sorceresses broke the creature's will, it was noble and beautiful in its own way. But I'm dead tired of having to choose the lesser evil.
Let's get out of here.
I guess Letho got away.
He's waiting for you.
Waiting?
What?
Where the Temerians made camp. Come on.
What do you mean, waiting? How do you know?
Utter chaos broke out after the dragon attacked. I tried to reach Philippa's quarters. A terrified man approached me in one of the alleys, gave me a letter and begged me not to harm him. He said it was for you. The letter was short. I'm waiting in the Temerian camp. Letho.
Okay.
What happened here while I was gone?
All the kings had many more armed men than they should have had at a peace summit. During the evacuation, several skirmishes broke out. The Kedwenis clashed with the Temerians. The Order's knights raped 2 sorceresses and killed those who dared try to help them.
Wow.
Do you think the Council and Conclave will survive?
Well, they're established, and that's the only thing that prevented a wholesale massacre. Hard to say if they'll survive, but for the time being, no one's got any better ideas. Mages are part of this world, whether people like it or not. They have to have their rights, their place. Otherwise, another lodge will arise.
Guys, do you see this giant golem? You guys see that giant golem, right? Like, I'm just supposed to ignore that giant golem right there? Okay, I'm gonna drink some more potions because I feel like I need to. You guys saw that giant golem, right? Oh, down here. Okay.
Vernon Roach, step away from the child.
She's of royal blood. Temerian. Too good for you, Horsons.
You're an outlaw, wanted in all the north. Hand over the child and perhaps the king will show you mercy.
Vernon, if you can't handle these 3 dudes...
Mercy.
Roach!
Triss! We can't let them have her! This is Foltest's daughter!
I've heard enough. Grab them!
3 of them, dudes? You should really just run away. They should just run away.
Gotcha!
Roach, you can take care of 1 dude, right? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Do something. Thanks, Roach. Thanks.
I failed. Deathmold got away. Thanks, Geralt.
Triss needed my help. You know that. The Nilfgaardians outwitted us all.
What are you talking
What a surprise.
about?
They kidnapped Triss. The Emperor dispatched the Kingslayers using the Lodge as a decoy. All in order to breed chaos in the northern kingdoms.
It worked.
Temeria is lost. The Barons will pick it apart into bits.
It's not lost. Temeria will be reunited. Get the child out of here. Take her far away. Far from the kings, their courts, and their wars. One day, she'll reclaim her heritage.
What about you, Geralt?
I'm going after the Kingslayer.
A man of his word.
It's personal now.
Farewell then, White Wolf.
I love how there's just randomly a golem stomp.
Better times.
Farewell, Roach.
See you in The Witcher 3, Roach.
Where's Yorvith? How's Yorvith?
Proud, I think. The reward on his head has never been greater. Those seeking him, the Scoia'tael hunters, will be reinforced. The special forces throughout the north will receive more resources. The Council and the Conclave are assigning several mages to the task. Yorvith is now public enemy #1. They won't rest until they find him.
Interesting. Why are there like rune doors? Like, I feel like I'm supposed to be following these things. There's death mold. Hold on. Oh, I guess that's not death mold. Just a bunch of sorcerers.
This is no place for witches. Though I know you, and you appear wherever something important happens.
That's right.
Though sometimes by accident.
And this time, also a coincidence?
Let's say I have something to take care of.
In that case, hurry. Once we're done cleaning up this mess created by the royal soldiery, Loch Muin will be magically sealed.
Getting out of here?
Temporarily. We shall return soon enough to rebuild the city. Loch Muin will regain its former glory. Until that time, we need to keep the treasure hunters and troublemakers out.
So Radovid trusts you?
We shall win His Royal Majesty's trust by delivering Sheila de Tanserville and the other traitresses from the lodge.
Well,
De Tanserville will be a problem.
Sheila's
admittedly. Dead. Sheila can be slippery as an ass.
No, that's not what he meant.
We'll find her.
You don't get it, Carduin. Sheila de Tanserville's dead, killed by an unstable portal.
Shame. She was to be charged and tried. She would have been convicted of her crimes.
Why does it sound like she was convicted before standing trial?
It would have been a formality,
I mean, Geralt,
true,
you just let her die,
and at
dude.
once a warning to other sorceresses.
Seems to me she led you down the garden path.
Forgive me, I must attend to some matters. And don't dawdle. The city will be sealed in 1 hour.
Okay. Good to know, bro. Alright. What's over here? See, there's still more of these runes. I guess those are just because... I'm guessing those are just because they're going to seal the city. I don't think they really have anything to do overall. Alright. Let's save the game here. There he is.
There he is.
Wait for
Thanks,
me.
Triss.
Geralt.
This is between me and him.
You don't have to.
I do. He knows how I lost my memory. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not there within the hour, leave without me.
I don't think she's going to do that, Geralt. Sup, bruh?
Took you a while? Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
Oh, it was.
Good. Had she lived, she would have suffered more intensely and much longer. She helped me quite a bit, through naivety and pride. I would not have gotten far without her.
So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first... vodka?
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships.
It wasn't poisoned. Good.
Recovered your memory yet?
Gwent?
Not entirely.
Dude, I wish.
Remember how we first met?
Letho, let's resolve our differences
I
through
saved your
Gwent.
life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her.
Yeah, she sucks.
But I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
Are we gonna have a really loud FMV?
The winter solstice.
Sorry, chat.
1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying. The hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every Witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our Witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
Wow.
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's tree and the wild hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
I don't want to kill Letho if I don't have to. Okay, let's tell me what happened to Yennefer.
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She was feverish for several days. Delirious. In agony. We thought that was it. She was on her way out. Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented. Amnesia like you.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums. Trying to seduce orcs. Trying to drive a wedge between us. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. The whims and vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her out. And then one day they captured us. The Imperial Secret Police. Me, Ox, Sarret, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
Mm-hmm. We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly, but it was uneventful. No violence. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau. And a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself.
Wow.
Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the northern kingdoms. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Emir. As I see it, they learned of the lodge from her.
I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatir had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. That's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire?
She was when I left.
Interesting. Okay, let's ask about the hunt. Let's finish up Geralt's memory questions.
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every witcher who wears the viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders?
Because they're not specters.
From what I understand, they're some damn elven race. But they turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary omen of war proved to be a fairground attraction.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world?
Yeah, but
they
not
may
really
be
ordinary
in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres. Know the theory? Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
There's not a witcher who doesn't know that.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
As they did for you and Yennefer.
Yep.
So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths. What did they want from you?
I've got an idea. But that's not your concern.
Interesting. Let's ask about the Imperial spy.
How did a witcher agree to kill humans at another human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human. The rulers of the North come up to about where his Pauline's end.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper, the Witcher's order where I came to be. Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long ago, and Witchers themselves became internal exiles, banned from entering most cities. Besides Seret and Ox, I know of 2 other Witchers of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on the path. I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for years. Now they can come out of hiding. They can come home.
Okay.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the North. Soften it before the invasion.
They succeeded,
You know
man.
What's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. Seek vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come. The North resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. Fact is, only you know the truth about me. Well, and a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spit anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way. But if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story
I don't want to fight you either,
here
Letho.
now.
Okay, there was a question in here.
Care to tell?
Good lord, there's a lot of questions in here. Okay, well let's talk with Yennefer. Oh, never mind.
Care to tell me what?
Okay, Hensel.
Shame you didn't take a shot at Henselt yourself. History might have taken a different turn.
Maybe I would have killed him. Maybe you would have killed me. Who knows? But Henselt's death, although desirable, wasn't necessary anymore. The plan could go forward without it. Besides, somebody else got him.
You know who?
Come on. We both know.
Yeah. How did you find Seele?
How did you manage to contact Sheila?
It wasn't a problem once I learned of the Lodge's existence. Initially, she watched my every move. But sooner or later, everyone starts treating me like a big oaf. I mean, I can't change how I look. I stayed close to Sheila, killed a few beasts for her, and whined about how unhappy I was, how unfair the world was. So much, in fact, that I actually got her gander up a few times. I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses saw us together, could link us. Security in case I was captured. I also prepared to assassinate the King of Kavir.
Wow.
Esterad Tyson was to be the first victim of the mysterious assassins.
What happened?
But before I could do the dirty deed, Sheila asked me to slay Demavend. The gods had smiled upon me. I couldn't believe my luck. Here I've been trying to figure out how to frame Sheila. And now all I needed was to carry out her orders.
She walked right into a trap.
Through.
Where'd you get your information about the lodge?
That is amazing.
From the Emperor and Vatir de Rideau, the Emperor's chief spy. And I believe they got it out of Yennefer.
She recovered her memory?
Nah. I'd never claim she informed on her friends consciously. I expect they found a way to tap into her memory in spite of her amnesia, and without her knowing it. There was a sorcerer present when I was questioned. A young, proud intelligence officer. Whatever the case, they gave me a list of the sorceresses in the lodge. Only Emir, Vatir, and I were present. Only we knew of the mission.
That's crazy, dude. Okay, let's just start at the beginning.
How do you manage to slay Demavend?
Sheila's magic. I mean, she could give us the king's every move. His habits, the positions of the palace guards, anything. All we had to do was navigate the labyrinth and land the final blow. Besides, she had plenty of gold for the preparations. Greased palms abundantly. It had all the makings of a cakewalk. But it's never that easy. We barely avoided our pursuers. And we wouldn't have if not for Yorveth Scoia'tael, another of Sheila's ideas. With Yorveth's elves, not only did we cut down Demavend, but traveling with them put us out of the Lodge's reach. We could calmly plan Foltests and Hensel's assassinations.
God, Letho's kind of a mastermind as well. I mean, Emir von Emrys, Emperor of Nilfgaard, started the whole thing, but Letho, dude, he took care of it.
How did you know Foltest would come to the monastery's solar?
Yorveth and I planned Foltest's murder. The King of Temeria would have to deal with the Lavalette sooner or later, and he made no secret of it. I was sure he'd want to recover his bastard children in the process. And where do they take the children when a castle is under siege? I had to become a monk, but I couldn't just arrive at the monastery and claim I'd see the light. Not very believable. So one of Arion's patrols out in the forests happened on a Scoia'tael unit torturing a helpless monk.
That's lovely.
Arion's brave men drove off the elves and I found shelter in the monastery.
No one noticed you had no wounds?
I paid the monk who treated me a lot of orange to stay silent. Actually, it was only a loan, because I killed him later. Only the dead can keep a secret. Then all I had to do was wait for the situation to develop. When I saw you enter the chamber with Foltest, I thought I might fail. Luckily, you failed. To recognize an old friend.
Yep.
When did you decide to get rid of Yorveth?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant, so dangerous. I got the sense he might see through me at any moment.
You made a mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorveth, my hands were tied. If I'd finished off Kieran...
But you didn't. And that allowed me to drive a wedge between you and Yorveth. I forced you to flee.
And I let you live. You know I could have killed you. You're forgetting.
That's a good point.
No, I remember.
All right, last one.
So Sheila was looking for you when she came to Flotsam.
Mm-hmm. She thought she was still in control and wanted to get rid of me. I'd bet my eyes that she thought I'd lost my mind, or that Yorveth was manipulating me.
And the North descended deeper into chaos.
Exactly. There was just one problem. You. I could have killed you in the Elven ruins. Thing is, you weren't really my enemy.
He was always very clear about that as well. All right, let's finish this.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Want to fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here.
That's not a swig, Geralt. That was like the whole bottle.
The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
I've learned all I wanted to know. I can feel the memories coming back.
That was an easy choice.
Your death won't change a thing. Go where you will.
Just like that. No threats. No words of wisdom.
You going or not?
Farewell, Geralt.
Yeah, he is in The Witcher 3. I don't really remember what happens, but I remember him being in it. That's one of the reasons I'm so happy to play Witcher 1 and 2, is you get a little bit... Witcher, I could have skipped Witcher 1, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, seeing Fowler was nice. He's in The Witcher 3 for a little bit, but man, most of The Witcher 3 is a sequel to this game, for the most part. God, it's so great, dude. Geralt, the caring Witcher. Wow. Is that it? Do we walk off into the
The
sunset?
Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers.
Sorry it's so loud,
In
chat.
Flotsam, he slew Bernard Laredo, but few mourned for the Commandant.
Yeah, it's because he's a turd.
Flotsam remained Temerian, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwen and an avid angler. To this day, folk gather round bonfires in Lobendon to hear of the Witcher's deeds.
Killed that K-Ran, bro.
The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn. At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Edirn whole.
That's sad, dude.
Yet subsequent events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived. After Foltest's death, Temeria's neighbors began to vie for the glittering prize that was the realm's throne. Yet the murders of first Demavend, then Henselt, forced them to look to their own problems. Temeria fell prey to its power-hungry barons. But Vernon Roche held a light of hope for the dying realm, and he tucked it away in a place safe and still to await better times. Years before, Geralt of Rivia had witnessed the fall of the Council and Conclave of Mages. The summit in Loch Muin re-established both bodies, their founders sacrificing Sheila de Tanzerville and her accomplices. Yet Radovid also required humility and loyalty from the proud mages, but this did not sit well with all of them. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I lay my head in the laps of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
Wow. Well, dudes, that was The Witcher 2, man. Oh my god. Okay, so in order to talk about The Witcher 2, I need to talk about The Witcher 1. Everyone told me that The Witcher 2 was a story-based RPG and that it was great. Everyone said The Witcher 1 felt old and outdated, the combat was trash. What they didn't tell me is that The Witcher 1 was 20% story surrounded by 80% garbage. Looking back, as these are the only two Witcher games that I never played, I'm glad I played The Witcher 1 to get some context on King Foltest and to get some context on Thaler, Siva Zima. The entire Salamandra subplot seems so insignificant that I dare say it could be a quest in The Witcher 2 or 3. And the fact that it took the place over the entire Witcher 1, I could see why so many people could stop exploring the world of The Witcher if they started with The Witcher 1. So with that said, The Witcher 2, in every way, shape, and form, with The Witcher 3 being my favorite game of all time, lives up to the Witcher universe. I adored the game. The story was complex, deep. It had enough twists without being unbelievable, and the politics, the intrigue, and the lack of monster slaying in the traditional sense was everything that The Witcher to me is. I think I got a good ending. I don't know. I could probably replay the entire game and go the path of Yorvith and see what the differences would be. I don't know. It's pretty. That would be interesting. But dude, I'm loving. I love The Witcher 2. It was fantastic. It was a huge step above The Witcher 2, and The Witcher 3. Like, I could see why people were so hyped for it before it came out. Like, if you played this game and then The Witcher 3 came out and they're like, it's open world, it's bigger, and it's better. I can't believe it. It actually, I think, took me less time to beat The Witcher 2 than I did The Witcher 1, which is insane. But yeah, dude, I can't believe I waited so long to play that. That was more of The Witcher. And I honestly, if I had known what I know now, I would have went back. I would have played The Witcher 2 than The Witcher 3. And it would have been such an amazing experience playing The Witcher 3 and absorbing all that. So I definitely am going to play Witcher 3 on stream at some point. I have no idea when. But I'm definitely going to play The Witcher 3. I think the plan is I'll play... I want to play Shadow of the Colossus, and then I probably want to do a non-story-based game just to take a breather on stream. Probably play Ratchet and Clank or maybe Yooka-Laylee or something like that. And then we'll probably jump into The Witcher 3 when there's some downtime, and then we'll play something new. But yeah, dudes, The Witcher 2, fantastic. I mean, I spent more time with the characters that I loved, and it gave so much context to why Emir is in Vizima in Witcher 3. It gave so much context to why Yennefer is working for Emir and why Geralt is confused by that. It gave a little bit of insight into Ciri and explained a whole lot about the Wild Hunt. And I mean, every little question that I had about The Witcher 3 that I just assumed was folklore or stuff you got from reading the books was pretty much actually explained in The Witcher 2. And I don't think At least in my research, I don't think that came across well when you Google should I play Witcher 2 before I play Witcher 3, because to me, unequivocally, the answer is yes. You will enjoy The Witcher 3 without Witcher 2, but The Witcher 3 becomes so much more rich. This world becomes so much more rich if you also have lived in the world of The Witcher 2. And honestly, what this does is it makes me feel sad again, like I did after I beat The Witcher 3, because there will be no more Witcher video games. I want to spend time in the world of The Witcher. I want to visit all the places in the world that you don't get to visit in the video games. And I understand that that's not possible because, you know, the story is limited to where Geralt reigns, but God, him riding off into the sunset at the end of Witcher 3 and just living his life is fantastic, dude. I love it. I love it. Witcher 2, fantastic game, dude. I mean, if I give The Witcher 3 a 10 out of 10, I don't know. I would have to give The Witcher 2 a 9.5 out of 10, and only because it is surpassed by The Witcher 3. That's the only reason. It's like a 9.9 out of 10, and The Witcher 3 is a 10 out of 10. I mean, The Witcher 2 definitely has its fallbacks. There was a couple times where the quests, you know what? I mean, honestly, the quests were pretty normal. There wasn't a ton of quests, to be honest, which is fine. I mean, the game is nearly 10 years old. For being a 10-year-old game, like a lot of times I judge old games like Red Dead Redemption based on the time that they were, but this game came out the same time Red Dead Redemption came out, and you don't feel any of the immersion breaking in this game like you do in Red Dead Redemption, and I talked a lot about that with Red Dead Redemption, so I'm not going to reiterate that here, but yeah, dude, I loved it, and I'm sad it's over. Because it was a fantastic game. I only get to experience it once, and I savored every little second of it, and I appreciate you guys watching it, whether you're watching it on YouTube or you're watching it here with me live on Twitch. So I hope you guys liked it too. I know it doesn't get as much viewership as some of my other games, but dude, the people that are here and like it, you're people of good taste. Fight me. Such a good game. Such a good game, dude. I loved it. And, yeah. The music wasn't as good as Witcher 3. And honestly, it may not have been as good as Witcher 1. Like, a lot of the music didn't stand out to me. That would be a complaint I had. But, I don't know. It wasn't bad. It just, none of the melodies stood out to me. Of course, I think the Witcher 1 melodies stood out to me because some of them were reiterated in Witcher 3, so that might be the reason. You know, Witcher 1 also had a good job of showing Kaer Morhen. Like, you don't see any of Kaer Morhen here. You know, you don't see Lambert, you don't see Eskel, any of that. So that's kind of cool too. I'm glad I got to see that, even though you don't really get to see them in Witcher 1. It's just literally the epilogue. Like The Witcher 3 just encompassed the entire world. It went back and did sequels to Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, and that is a crazy feat by how good The Witcher 3 is. It makes me think there's no way that CD Projekt Red's next game, Cyberpunk, is gonna in any way live up to the to the Witcher series. How could it? How could it? But yeah, dude, I love the game. Loved it. End credits, bro. Very long. Very, very long. But yeah, I'm in love with the game. So good, dude. I don't know if I'd go back and make other choices either. I think I'm very happy with the choices I made. Very happy, so cool. Yeah, dudes, thank you so much for being here. If you watch this on YouTube, I appreciate it. I'd also appreciate you subscribe to the channel or come visit me over on twitch.tv/zswiggs. I'm here every weekday, streaming video games and telling bad jokes and having lots of fun. So, if you like that type of stuff, stop on by and see me. Just letting the end credits roll out here, chat. Just enjoying the audio. I am a little interested to see Philippa Eilhart. I thought we'd see a little bit more of her in Witcher 2, because I know in Witcher 3, like, Radovid takes her and like, tortures her to death. Like, in a big way tortures her. So, I don't know. I was a little surprised we didn't get any of that in this game. Like, I guess that just happens in between now and then. Because I know that she's blind in The Witcher 3, and I don't know. I guess it would have been weird. Without the context of The Witcher 3, it probably would have been weird to have Philippa Eilhart just come out of nowhere and be the big bad when obviously Sela was the big bad at the end of this game, and she had been the entire time. So that makes sense that she would be bad, and it's crazy. I thought we'd see a little bit more in that. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the things you get from The Witcher 1 and 2. Radovid, King Radovid is a sharp little tack, dude. Like, I mean, I killed him in my first playthrough of The Witcher 3, but now with that context, I don't know what I'll do in the next playthrough. We'll have to see. I mean, he's also a cruel, vindictive person in The Witcher 3, which you don't really get any of that in The Witcher 1 and 2. He's just a shrewd, like, he gives gives Amir, you know, a run for his money in the scheming department. So that's interesting to me. I'm amazed at how many people worked on this game. These are some of the longest end credits I've ever seen. So long. Well, yeah, I don't know if I don't know. Should I play Destiny? Should I play Overwatch? I don't really know what to do. Just going to let these end credits roll out. But God, I mean, I immediately want to start Witcher 3. I immediately want to start Witcher 3, but I know that would be irresponsible. So, because I do want to play Shadow of the Colossus. I definitely want to do that. Of course, I don't know. I could play Witcher 3 and do Shadow of the Colossus later. I'm gonna have to internally debate that, whether or not what I want to do here. You guys are gonna have to judge me based on my decision. And there are so many people who worked on this game. Kind of want to know if I'm going to do a new game plus on this, if that's the option it gives you, or where it drops you off. Because, like, you know, in The Witcher 3, you finish the game, you just have the world to explore. But in this game, you know, it's not open world. So I wonder if you can look back at your playthrough and all that. No. There he is. Old Doug Cockle. Geralt. All 3 games plays Geralt. Mark Healy played Vernon Roche. I thought his performance was very good as well. John Schwab as Dandelion. Good acting there, too. There's going to be so many voice actors in this game. It's crazy, dude. While this is going on, I'm going to run and go pee, dudes. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, dudes, I'm back. They're still showing actors. Polish voiceovers. You know, CD Projekt Red is based in Poland, so the Polish voice actors are kind of a big deal to them. Oh, man. Jacek Rosnek. That's Polish Geralt. I like those Polish L's that have a line through them. So interesting. These credits are so long, bro. How long have we been watching these credits, dude? I'm not a big fan of skipping credits because I think the people who make the game deserve to have their credits rolled, so. But these credits are very long. That dude's face got sliced off. That is, that's intense. Lukas Jakubowski, Lukas Kukureski, Lukas Regrzanowski. Oh my god, dude. Look at all the skis and the scars, and it's Polish. That is Polish. I don't know. Maybe if I go back, maybe I would have. I may not have had Roach kill the king. I don't know. That whole scene was so emotional because, I mean, he raped Vess for no reason. Like, if he had just killed the men, like, he said to Roach, what do you do with spies in Temeria? Let them live? And that's a very good point, you know? Like, he found spies. But the raping of Vess was over the line. And that's ultimately why I had him killed, but I don't know, man. I feel like if I go back, I might have changed that decision just to see how it played out when I talked to Radovid. They could have scrolled the text a little faster? Yeah. I would agree with that. It is pretty slow, isn't it? It's pretty slow. I mean, the artwork and stuff is cool in the credits, but the text speed doesn't go as fast as the artwork goes, in my opinion. And now we're looking at the people who work at Warner Brothers Publishing. Bakey Allen, Jacob Troxel, Stephen Wright, Henry Lee, Tracy Williams, Dave Miller, Siobhan Slaughter. It's a great name. What's your name? Siobhan Slaughter. Don't mess with me. I'm Batman. This is also my first full game I've ever played on the Xbox One, which is kind of funny. It's actually the first ever game I've played on the Xbox. Period. Besides Halo. If you don't count Halo 1, it's the only Xbox game I ever played start to finish on Xbox. Until today, when I played Witcher 2. That's kind of insane, to be honest. Okay, we've got to be getting close to the end because we're at the president's. Yeah, here we go. NVIDIA, the NVIDIA logo, the way it's meant to be played, GeForce and 3D Vision are trademarks and are registered trademarks of a video corporation in the United States and other countries, all rights reserved. Portions of this software utilize speed tree technology. Well, thanks, guys. Again, I appreciate you watching it. I hope you liked this game. Hope you liked this game. I surely did. I loved it. So thank you guys for watching. If you watched on Twitch or YouTube, I appreciate it, dudes. I appreciate it. We'll get Vernon stabbing the king as the final. Well, no, maybe not final. Oh. Why was there a Z and a U? Oh, is there something else? Watership down, lol. Watch out, dude. Bunny slaughter. Okay, well, this is a little longer than I expected. I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be one of those things that's super loud. I apologize, chat. Oh, this is the Nilfgaardians crossing the Yaruga into the Northern Realms. That's what we're watching right now. Wolf, dude. Well, that showed the Nilfgaardian invasion of the Northern Realms, so the world as we know it nears its end, yet the past remains the key to the future. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Quite the ending there. All right, let's see. Extras, additional materials, credits. Let's not watch the credits again. Animated sequences for The Witcher 2. Oh, so these are just like literally I could watch all these again. Okay. Those are all super loud though, so we're going to not do that. Awesome, dude. And there's like nothing yeah, man. Okay. Well, that is The Witcher 2, dudes.
Hey guys, it's me, zswiggs. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting, informative, and most of all, entertaining. Please leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Also, come hang out with me every day over at twitch.tv/zswiggs. We're playing fun games over there. I love all of you, and thanks again for all your support.